U.S., Philippine, dual citizen, or Canadian, Philippine, dual citizen. This is not for OFW. Also, you have to be fully vaccinated. So if you're only partially or not fully vaccinated, this film is not for you. All right, let's start off with the documents that you need to go to the Philippines. You're gonna need a US passport or a Canadian passport that is valid. Then you're gonna have to show proof that you're a Filipino citizen. So you show a Philippine passport. Doesn't have to be valid. It could be expired. You're all good. So US or Canadian and Philippine passport. If you don't have this, then you have your Canadian or US passport. And then you have this oath of allegiance. US or Canadian and oath of allegiance. Now, if you don't have the oath of allegiance, then you're gonna need a birth certificate. So get your birth certificate from NSA and then bring your US or your Canadian passport. Then you can go. Now let's talk about the medical for the COVID shots. You need to be fully vaccinated. Okay? So let's say you took the Pfizer, and Pfizer takes 2 shots. You get 2 shots of Pfizer. You get this card after you get your second shot. After you get your second shot, 2 weeks later, now you are fully vaccinated. Okay. Now, order this from Amazon. It's the CDC. You get the CDC, go back where you got your COVID card and have them fill this out, the CDC card. So you have both now. The last thing is I have the California link, California government, to get your QR card. What you do is you punch in your cell phone number associated to your COVID shots. They have it all linked up. And then they produce a QR card. And then you can save it on your phone. So now it's a government QR card that's proving that you are a fully vaccinated person. Okay? Starting November 22nd of 2021, your quarantine days in the Philippines would be just 3 days. But they need you, okay, listen up. They need you to have the pre-flight negative COVID test result within 72 hours of your flight. What that means, okay, for example, your flight is November 25th at 9 p.m. You need to take a test on November 22nd after 9 p.m. That's within 72 hours. Now, CVS, Charlie Victor Sierra, CVS.com, or the store here in California, when they do that test, it takes them 1 to 2 days. So try to do it earlier, okay? So the name of that test is PCR or NAAT. This is just a side note. I go to the Philippines 4 times a year. So I know how it is. When you hear the news, the policymakers make a rule. It doesn't mean that the people that's enforcing it will do exactly what you hear in the news. Over there in the Philippines, It's not the same as America. Whatever the policymakers say is not the same as what the enforcer will do. Trust me on this one. Over there, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. So it's better to cover your own butt. Have all your documents. Get your yellow card, get your white card, get your QR card. Have your birth certificate, or of course, you got your oath of allegiance, or you got your Philippine passport, coupled with your US or Canadian passport. You gotta have them all together. You don't want to forget. I want you to have a nice time at the airport. I don't want you to be yelling and screaming and calling them names and stuff, because it's not gonna help. They're just doing their job. They're just doing whatever they know, or whatever they know how to do well. So let's just do that. We need to respect each other over there. They're just doing their job. So let's do our part here. So when we get over there, we'll minimize all these mistakes and stress. Okay? Okay, I'm assuming you're ready to book your flight. Now what you need to do is book your hotel. Book your hotel for 6 days. I have a link so that you can get hooked up with the proper hotel. You can't just pick any hotel. You got to pick the hotel that's within their list, which they call accredited hotels. And I have the link. It's going to be in that YouTube video on the bottom. If you look down or search down, you're going to see some links, and I'll leave it there for your hotels. You can't go to any other hotels unless it's within their list of accredited hotel. So book it for 6 days. After you have booked your flight, make sure you get an email that has a confirmation that you have a hotel for 6 days. Screenshot that, save it on your phone, because when you get to LAX, the counter is going to ask for that. Okay? They're going to ask for it. So keep that. Now, 24 hours before your flight, let's say you leave at 9 p.m. So 24 hours before that flight, you need to fill out a One Health Pass. I have the link. So after you watch this video, you click on the bottom of the video. It says description. You click that and it opens up. You scroll down there, you're gonna see all the links. I'm gonna put all the links up in there. And then you see the One Health Pass. Click on that, get online. And then one thing weird about that link, when you get on that website, is gonna ask you, are you at the airport? You say yes. Okay? You gotta say yes. If you don't say yes or put yes, it'll just kick you out. Okay? So yes on the One Health Pass. So do it 24 hours before you get to the airport. But now, okay, let's say you forgot. Then at the airport, you could do it at the airport. But it's better just do it, before you get to the airport, so you're done. Okay? All right, so you're at the airport, you already checked in, then they already ask you if you have a booking, and you say, yes, I have a booking for my 6 days. And then they're gonna ask you, where's your screenshot? And you're gonna show it. And then they said, okay. Now, you got all your stuff checked in, so you're walking away. And then, remember, you gotta do the One Health Pass. Then, I want you to download, I forgot what it's called now. Trace. You gotta download the Trace app. Now, the Trace is for, okay, because you put all your information in there, what flight you're on. So you're in there, and then let's say you get off the plane and then now you're at Lawag or whatever place you're at, or Mindanao, whatever. And then they found that one guy had, or one chick got COVID. So they'll text you or use that app to let you know, Mister, you're on a flight of so-and-so, whatever, and one person or two person, they're all infected. That's what the Trace app is for. Just to let you know, somebody on your flight is positive. Okay, that's what it is for. Yeah, I will put a screenshot after this video and you're gonna see it. It's just Trace apps. So just put that on your phone. Because remember, you gotta have all of this stuff. So when they ask for it, you got it. If you don't ask for it, it's okay. At least you're not frustrated. You don't want to be the one that have both of their hands on this person at the Philippine airport squeezing his neck because they don't understand you. You don't want to be that person. Okay? Remember, I go 4 times a year to the Philippines. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, just want smooth sailing. Okay, the last portion of the video is I'm gonna do a slide video and I'll show you what the Philippine airline requires of a person going to the Philippines. And all the details are there. So you can just read through them. You can, it'll say number 1, pause it, read it, then you play it, and it goes to number 2, pause it, read it, and then play it again. And it'll say number 3, pause it, read it. So you know what they're asking of you. And this is coming from Philippine Airline. Okay, this is not something I made up. It's their rules. And remember, Philippine Airlines is in line with whoever makes those policies over there. I'm telling you. These rules that I just got for you guys, and also for me, because I told you guys I'm going to go to the Philippines and find out what's going on over there so I can give you guys the updates. See, I lost my train of thought already. Getting all these rules about what's going on in the Philippines, it's a freaking nightmare. It's a headache. Right now, I am so freaking stressed out. They got all the stupid rules, man. Maybe they're not stupid rules. Maybe they're good rules. All I know is so difficult. It's not like America. You come over here to America, you land at the LAX, and then you quarantine yourself. That's it, you're over. It's over. There's nothing, no other BS. In the Philippines, all right, so all these rules I gave you guys, I'm going to go through it myself. So next week, I'm going to go through the flight. I'm going to get to the Philippines. I'm going to go to the hotel and everything. I will document everything. And I will post it right away so you guys know what's going on. So that if you're having a flight after me, you know exactly what to do. Okay? And you know, when I go, what's that word? Let's go.